everybody, welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good, actually pretty good. I'm very happy to be able to say that. Here lately I have just been having a lot of misfires with my health, losing a lot of sleep. I've had just things, that come up, and I guess that's to be expected when you're getting older. I mean, it's, and if I have to tell the truth, I don't get a lot of physical activity. So I've kind of made a commitment to make a few changes with my health. And I feel like maybe just making that decision kind of gave me a boost. Like my body said, okay, I'm all for it. Let's do this. Let's get to feeling better. So yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. I think that turning 55 was kind of pivotal for me, in that I remember when my mother was my age and she was in such better health at this age than I am. Now, granted, she doesn't have the autoimmune issues that I have, but that's only a part of a thing. That does not define the whole me. That's a part of me. It's people work with autoimmune all the time. There's so much autoimmune disease out there, it's unreal. I mean, I could do a whole video about it. And maybe I will, because, it wouldn't hurt. Awareness is always a good thing, because knowing how to help yourself is the first step in actually making things happen. So anyway, I just kind of made that little decision. I haven't really talked to anybody about it except you guys now. So yeah, anyway, enough about me. How are you? If you're welcome to my channel, first of all, if you're new here, I am so happy you're here. My name is Shelly. I am a captivated gem. And here on my channel, we do unboxings, we do reviews, we do collabs, we do try-ons, and pretty much anything else that that captivates me, that says, ooh, I want to know more about that. Can we try that? So I'll be implementing some of those changes in my channel too, because of that really cool gadget, that gimbally gadget thing that I showed you guys. And if I didn't show it to you, I believe it was a couple of videos ago. If I cut it out in my editing, I'll show it again tomorrow when I do my boxy. I just watched a BoxyCharm unboxing from a channel that I really like, and a dog on it, Ice Cream Beauty. I've got to do my Ice Cream Beauty unboxing. It's been sitting and looking at me for a few days, but like I said, I just haven't quite been in good alignment. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then on Saturday, please join me along with 4 other phenomenal women, 4, maybe 5, there might be 6 of us. I'll put it all in the description below, so you'll have all the channels of all the women that are going to be doing this collab. Miss Terri from Random Terri, she's the one that kind of coordinated all of this. She's a hoot. She is a riot. I just love her. She's Random Terri for a reason. You never know what's going to come out of that channel. Off of her channel. She is just all of these women are wonderful people. I have come to care very much for these women, and I'm so thankful that I was invited to join them. So please join us for a red, white, and blue celebration on Saturday. We're all going to be doing our version of red, white, and blue. It could be patriotic clothing. It could be makeup. It'll be makeup with me, I promise. It could be anything. I mean, really, with our channels, all of us are different in the way that we approach what we do. So I hope that you'll join us all. I hope that it's as much fun as I just know it's going to be. These collabs are always a lot of fun. So I hope that you'll join us. And again, I'll have everybody's channel information below so you'll know who's going to be there. But again, it was coordinated by Random Terri. So Terri, thank you for doing this. If you are a regular of this channel, thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate you. For anybody, please let me know if you like. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Let me know what you think of the content of this channel over at Happy Hauls. And we are going to test out or try out the Androgyny palette from Jeffree Star. Sometimes it's nice to go back and reflect on what brought him to the point where he is today. Because the Jeffree Star that made this, and I wish I had it, but I don't, the Beauty Killer palette, his first palette, he's not the same person that he was then, before then even, when he was, doing punk rock. I think he kind of fell into makeup because he always had a fascination with it. So sometimes it's nice to go back and reflect. I watched a few of his old YouTube videos, and I don't know, he put a new face on beauty. And he knows his colors. He knows his color stories. I've said this before. I would love to have been or to be in one of the think tank sessions whenever he's putting these palettes together, or when he's getting ideas for his new products. What led you to this? What influenced you to do this? What made you go with this formula? Just all the things that go into what a beauty creator company does. And he's self-made, and that says a lot too, and just that's my opinion. And I know when it comes to Jeffree Star, everyone has an opinion. That can definitely be said. All right, so let's take this card out. And I never did peel the little thing off. I don't usually use the mirrors because I can't see. I have to have a magnifier. And here's the colors we're working with today. And I think this is an absolutely lovely palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You can do anything with this. It's androgyny, so no matter what it's all over the board. You can, whatever you feel like putting on, odds are, even if you have to go to one of his other palettes, if you want to bring out a certain look that you can find in another one of his palettes, all of his products get along well with one another. And I believe that was very intentional on his part. But I'm going to stay strictly within the palette for powder shades. I do have a couple of Lorella shades that I might throw in. A lot of times these are liquid shadow, but a lot of times I will use these as liner, and instead of doing the whole lid, I'll do these as liners. Sometimes I feel like they just work well that way. So anyway, I've talked long enough. Let's get started. And as usual, I don't have my brushes, so we'll go reach for those. I'm always just so prepared, aren't I? It never fails. Maybe if you just brought this box over here, Shell. You'd think I'd learn as through time that, okay, you're going to need this, and I know I always need these. These are my readers, but you would think I would know. Hey, while you're at it, you might want to grab your brushes. Oh, and by the way, in my editing, I've noticed that my sound is not always good. I get quiet, or it sounds like I've gotten far away, and I don't know, maybe that makes it's hard for me to hear myself when I'm doing editing. And so I've gotten myself a couple of these little clip-on microphones you see everybody wearing. As soon as I get them figured out with this phone, if they'll even work with it, I may have to switch to my old Samsung phone, which I would hate to do because I really love this phone. This is great. But I'm going to start using these. I guess I should start by charging them it came with 2, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy to have them. And it's got the sound buffer on it. So, in the last video that I did, I was watching my video, and I looked like the hot mess that I was. I had not slept. I hadn't eaten anything. I couldn't eat. I was sick to my stomach. I just was having a lot of health problems. And I'm sorry about that video. I'm sorry that it had 10 minutes of silence at the end. That was a sound buffer or something that I had put on there, and evidently I didn't realize that I was supposed to end it. I'm still learning about editing. It's a process. It really is. For me, who does not do editing, has never done editing, I'm learning that this is difficult. I'm just used to making an organic video, but as I've learned and moved forward, I've learned that people don't want that, and they want just get to the point, but don't drag. Hence, I'll edit out a lot of stuff that I say when I'm applying my makeup. I'm either going to start speeding it up, or I'm just going to take it out, because not everybody wants to know everything that I'm talking about. So hopefully you'll bear with me, but please leave a comment to let me know, hey, I don't like this, or hey, this part was great, or why don't you try doing this instead? If you've got pointers, if you're good at your editing, please leave some pointers for me. I'll be happy to listen. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm one of those people. I want to know. I got to see. I got to look. I got to touch. I'm one of those people. I need to learn. So anyway, as always, I've always done all the background stuff. I've even got a highlighter on just so we can focus on this palette. I'm going to start with frosting. It's a shimmer, and that's this one right here. And we'll just go in and where I want to see it and get the magic happening. But again, thank you all for being here. Welcome. And if you're new here, I hope that you will join our family. Please, if you will, subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. And this is kind of like a shiny, I don't know, I would call it almost like a mustardy type color. Not the bright yellow, but like a honey mustard. I don't know, but I think it's very pretty, very pretty. I know I look really glowy today. I used a bronzer that I haven't used before, and I didn't realize it didn't look as shiny as it turned out to be. So if I'm just like, I apologize. My honey has his son and grandson over today. They're downstairs they made, I believe they either made smash burgers or they made tacos. I'm really not sure which. But I've been up here. Our littlest cat, Kiki, she decided she wanted to stay up here with me today. So us girls are chilling out, playing with some makeup, talking about life. We got I wouldn't even call it a rain shower today. It thundered and rumbled and talked like a big talk, but it didn't really do anything. It was uber humid out there. Oh, mercy. And then, a friend of his actually that he talked to on the phone, well, no, wait a minute. He talked to a friend of his that had said, a couple friend of ours, they have moved to Florida, and they sent a news clipping. They posted it on Facebook of their news talking about our weather and how hot it's been. Because it's just been unusually hot. It's been, the heat index has us at 100, I think, but 93. This week has just been brutal. I think it's going to calm down a bit over the weekend. I'm not sure. The high humidity has made my tomato garden just blossom out. I've got tomatoes aplenty on the beginning. They've gone from little blossoms to little bitty babies just practically overnight. So I definitely see some BLTs in the future. You know, I've gotten to where I don't care much for bacon, but there's a brand of turkey bacon that my mom buys, and I've tried that, and I like that pretty well, but I can't remember which one it is. What do you all think about BLTs? Do you eat those through the summer? Do you grow your own tomatoes? I bet Terri does. And Miss Trish, how about you? Are you growing your own tomatoes? You going to be the BLT queen this year? I want to know. Put me in your kitchen with you, girl. Let's cook. And then, of course, I'll be giving away tomatoes, and then I'll be canning tomatoes. I love canned tomatoes. They're so good for in the fall when you're making your own chili or spaghetti sauce or whatever in your meatloaf, whatever you want. I have a deep freeze. I could make freezer tomatoes, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow, let alone what I'm going to do months in the future. I know tomorrow I'm doing an unboxing here. I do know that. All right. Now, I think we've got frosting on there pretty well. That falls over again. If you hear a loud noise, that's my stuff falling over. For once, I don't have a headband in. I got to get my hair cut, though. I've got a conditioner in it, this leave-in that I got in my Allure box. Oh, my gosh. It feels like just wonderful. I just let it dry in, and it kind of gets a little crunchy feeling, but you shag it all out, and it's so soft. It just feels wonderful, and it smells wonderful, too. All right. Let's, I'm going to use this military ultimately because I'm going to go, I've got green on today, and I'm going to, my necklace is always, maybe it's my camera angle, I don't know. I guess my jewelry really doesn't matter. I'm gonna end up there, so what path do I want to take to get there without overpowering this with this palette? I think we'll go to fetish. Wait a minute. First I'm going to go in with a safe word, which is this one right here. I know that's a little bit gray, but I think I'm just going to kind of mess around with it out here, and I think that'll be all right. So we'll go in with that. And of course I have my little handy magnifier here. I've tried not to use it, but I really I have to have it. But I need to set it up because I look like I'm slumping over something awful, and that's terrible for posture. Yeah, I like that. That shades out real pretty out under the brow. And it's not too overpowering. It's not invasive like the colors are going to clash. They won't clash this way, I don't think. I say that, but ultimately I have to, as always, trust the process. I was real excited to get into this palette. Look like I've got a smudge there, but I don't. Do you all see that? Doesn't it, when I relax my brow, doesn't it look, it looks like there's like a smudge there. But this isn't acting patchy. It's not like that. And I'm working with a clean brush, so that's peculiar to me. And I plucked out a few eyebrows, so I don't know. Well, I certainly apologize. I don't know what's causing it. I have been loving my brush cleaner. A little guy has been working harder than a washing machine. And I use Real Techniques brush cleaner. It's a gel. It's one I think it's meant for like just like spot cleaning, but it works great as an overall soap. All right, now let's ease our way over to the military. I'm gonna go ahead and slap that on the lid and see what he does. You've seen, I think you probably saw it, this military right there. Definitely tapped him off a little. And I go in lightly, you know that. And see what he does. I think the worst that could happen is it might look a little muddy, and if it does, I believe I can fix that. Gosh, it goes on beautifully. But I just wanted to go ahead and get that on there. You know, I used a different eye primer today, and I think that might be the culprit for that funny patch there. Gosh, that's really pretty. They say if you have green eyes, you shouldn't use green eyeshadow or green liner. I say, whatever. Mine are hazel, so they'll turn out brown. I don't care. They're my eyes, and I'll put on them what I darn well want to. Okay. I think that's coming on really pretty. It's real smoky. As I always do, I'm very curious as to what Miss Nikki does with this palette, where she decides to go with it. Okay. I think that went on just lovely. So far, so good, guys. Okay. Now then, I think I'm going to use the other end of this brush, and I'm going to pop in a little bit of this Deja Vu. That's this coppery looking Here, I keep throwing my middle finger up there. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it. I definitely don't want to muddy this. So I'm just going to be very conservative with that one. Okay. Good enough. Ooh, I can't see it over there. I know it's there, but I can't see it. That makes me nervous. Okay, I think that's fine. Bring that down a little. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now that's all I'm gonna do with, I believe, with this palette. I'm gonna go in with my liquid shadows and do some lining, and then I'll do my lashes and my lips, and then I'll come back with the final look, and let's see what we think, okay? I will be right back. Okay, and we're back, and this is the completed look. I did go back in and just deepen everything a little bit. After I got some liner on, I realized I wanted a more smoky, just a more smoky look. That military just was begging for me to just deepen it out and really smoke the eye out. The liner that I used was a Ziza duochrome eyeliner, creamy eyeliner that we got in a previous Ice Cream Beauty, I think, bag. And I went in with that over top of a Lorella shimmer eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow. That's what I was trying to say. And then I used just kind of a nude lip and then put Gemini Supreme Gloss over top of it. And then over that I used a little bit of is it Ziza? Yeah, Ziza Cosmetics Multi-Chrome Shimmer just in the center. For right in here, I used a highlighter, and it's that multi-chrome highlighter from the Bunny Love shadow that we got in, I think, it was April's beauty bag. Box, excuse me. It's in a beauty box. So, yeah. Another androgyny Jeffree Star look pulled off. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope you get to watch Nikki's video. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave us comments. Let us know what you think. What could we have done different? What would you like to see more of? I'd really like to know, what do you think of the idea of me starting to use these little microphone, little clip-on? I need to get used to doing that whenever I decide to go on vlogs, because we have a park nearby and I want to take you with me as I walk it. It's a beautiful park and I'm too close by not to utilize it. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put Jeffree away and bid you all a fond adieu. I hope you are well, safe, and happy. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.